Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going through my empties. This is my bin, so let's get into talking about it. I will start off by saying there's probably not as much in here as there probably would normally be, just because a lot of this stuff is bigger. The first product is this one by up&up. This is from Target. It's the coconut milk and shea hand wash. Gently cleanses and soothes. This was okay for a pretty basic hand wash. I wouldn't say it was anything special. I did find that I had to use a ton of it if I was trying to wash my hands after doing my skincare. It just did not, for whatever reason, suds up very well on my hands with the skincare on there. So I had to go through a lot of this if that's what I was using it for. I would buy it again if I needed to. Next is this one. It's the up&up Soothing Foaming Bubble Bath in the lavender scent. This was really nice. This was really strong. Obviously it's up&up, so I got it from Target. I would totally buy it again. I think it is a fantastic dupe for Dr. Teal's, and it's way cheaper. When I take bubble baths, I use a jet thing that is like rechargeable, and it has a bubble setting, so it makes more bubbles for you. So it's fantastic for stuff like this where you want there to be a lot of bubbles. When I do go to repurchase bubble bath, I will probably get the up&up again. This lasted me a really long time as well. Next is the Garnier Fructis Grow Strong shampoo and conditioner. This was a purchase influenced by Taylor Wynn. She swears by this stuff and absolutely loves it. It is cheaper than Native by a bunch. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I do feel like Native gives better. My hair tangles less throughout the day with Native than it did with this. But as far as how it made my hair feel, it felt pretty similar. I would get this if I needed a cheap wash, but still wanted something that felt like it was working on my hair. If I was at a point where I could afford to buy Native all the time again, though, I would probably go for Native just because, like I said, it helps to not have my hair tangle nearly as much throughout the day. These are really good. They also sell them in a set, so you can get the pack if you would like, and they have them in bigger bottles. I also have repurchased this several times. I've gone through probably 3 to 5 bottles, if I'm remembering correctly, of these. So I do like them. I told you guys I had used multiple of these. This is another conditioner. Next is the Head and Shoulders Coconut 2-in-1 Dandruff Shampoo. I had this guy for way too long. I like coconut and I don't have crazy dandruff, but my head does get itchy. So I like to just keep it 2-in-1 to use whenever I feel like my head's getting a little bit itchy. Obviously it's Head and Shoulders, so it was a little bit more on the pricey side. If I were to rebuy one, then I'd probably just get the generic store brand, to be honest, just to save some money. I'm sure it would work just as well. But this was nice. I used it as shampoo, not conditioner. You could also get the shampoo version. I have used the shampoo and conditioner separated in this scent from Head and Shoulders as well, and that was really nice. That's nice if you need to use it on a more regular basis, whereas I only use this every once in a while. This is the next one, Crest 3D White Deep Stain Remover. This is from a pack I got from Costco. I cut mine open to get everything out. I have pretty deep stains from coffee and mainly not keeping very good care of my teeth growing up when I was younger. While this claims to make you have whiter teeth in one day, I did not find that. I feel like maybe my teeth have gotten a little bit whiter. I have multiple of these because I think it was in a pack of 4 or 5. So maybe my teeth have gotten a little bit wider, but it hasn't been anything crazy that I've really noticed. I don't feel like it did necessarily anything special for me. Maybe if you have just like simple stains that are maybe not, maybe a little bit fresher from like coffee or stuff like that, where it's an easier stain to pull out of your teeth, this might work better. In my opinion, I would probably just go for a less expensive toothpaste that still clean my teeth. But if you also have deep-rooted stains in your teeth and you do have a toothpaste or product that did actually make a difference on your teeth, I would be interested to hear what it is so I can try it, because I'm definitely open to suggestions or tips. Next, we have a cheap little body scrub from Bodycology. This was a mocha latte. I have another one of these currently in my shower. I think it's like peppermint or something. I picked it out of my cabinet because it's December. This was nice. This was a body scrub, a sugar-based shea butter body scrub. It was fantastic. It gave a really good scrub against the body. It smelled fantastic. Didn't leave any residue on my hands. It was a little bit soapy. I would recommend these, and I would rebuy these little containers. I'm actually going to wash this out. I was waiting to make this video. I'm going to wash this out so that I can make homemade body scrubs just to help save some money. If you want a store-bought one, I think this was probably from like Five Below or Dollar Tree or something. I would highly recommend it. Next is a Jason Wu facial mist. I don't remember if this had a scent. This you can buy at Target. I don't remember how much it was. I just remember getting one or two of them to try. I love a good facial mist as a toner. It was okay. I don't remember it being anything special. If it was on the pricier side, I probably wouldn't rebuy it because there's just cheaper stuff to buy. I don't really think it made that much of a difference on my skin. It wasn't really memorable in any sort of way personally, but it did feel good, felt nice. The mister, I believe, was pretty nice. Try it out if you would like to. It wasn't bad. Another little one is the Collab Dry Shampoo. This is an Overnight Renew Amazing Overnight Detox Formula. I guess maybe you're supposed to use this overnight. I did not do that. Spray before bed. Overnight Renew works while you sleep to absorb oil and cares for your scalp so you wake up to dreamy, revitalized locks. I guess maybe I used this wrong. I didn't even think about it. I just read dry shampoo. It was good. It was a good dry shampoo. I did not use it overnight. I used it in the morning getting ready when I didn't feel like doing much to my hair. If you've used this overnight, then maybe let us know if it really makes that much of a difference. I've never had a dry shampoo that you're supposed to put on at night so that you don't have to do it in the morning, but that's interesting. It was good enough that I would repurchase it, and I would attempt to do it overnight and see if it made a difference. I'm pretty sure I got this from a Target 12-day beauty advent calendar when I used to buy those. Next is this guy. It is the Soothing Lavender Scented Epsom Salt. Again, the up&up brand from Target. This was good. Again, I felt like it was a good alternative from Dr. Teal's. I don't find that Epsom salt helps my muscles too much. I just use it more so for the scent and to relax. It is definitely very soothing. I would recommend it. I would get it again rather than Dr. Teal's just to save money. Next is the Theorie Body Detoxifying Charcoal Body Scrub. This was just okay. I like a very scrubby scrub, even for my face sometimes. This was not that at all. This was very soft. I don't even know what to compare it to. It was almost like pearls instead of granules. A very gentle scrub. It wasn't scrubby whatsoever. It wasn't anything that was like super amazing. I personally would not repurchase it just because it's not scrubby enough for me. It is not a sugar scrub. Bincho Tan White Charcoal, Argan Oil, and Marula Oil. I don't know ingredients well enough, I'll be honest. Hi. I couldn't tell you exactly what the scrubby pieces in it were. I could see this being good if you have gentle, sensitive skin. My skin is not sensitive. I don't personally like this. Maybe if you have sensitive skin, this would be better suited for you. Next, we have two Ninja Thirsti flavors. I have the Hint of Mango Seltzer and the Dr. Thirsti Zero Soda. Both of these were good. The seltzers, oh, my dog threw up, so I had to take care of that. This is the only seltzer flavor I have tried so far. It was really good. It was stronger than the flavor of LaCroix and those kinds of canned seltzers. I enjoyed using this to give a light flavor to like soda. When I finished this one, I was using it a lot with the Coke Zero that they have, the Cola Zero, I think, zero sugar cola. I would use it to get like a mango cola. It was fantastic that way. Honestly, I also didn't mind it on its own. Dr. Thirsti was fan-freaking-tastic. I really enjoyed this one. I will definitely repurchase the Dr. Thirsti, and I don't have it here, but the cola, also fantastic. I have two bags from Soul Soils. They are the succulent gritty mix. These were not the cheapest thing. They were $15 a piece. They're okay, they're good. They're very gritty as it states. If you don't want to make your own succulent mix and you want a good mix, these are good. I'm having issues with my succulents and my plants in general that just, they're not happy no matter what I do right now. It's hard for me to say exactly how good these are because the succulents I have were already having issues. They seem to be good. They're a fantastic mix. If you want a mix of a bunch of different things, it has coconut husks, calcinated clay, forest products, pumice, perlite, leca, and granite. So if that's your kind of thing, these were good. Again, they were pricey. I purchased them because I didn't want to have extra stuff and I didn't want to have soil that I then had to figure out how to keep because I'm just having so many issues with that kind of stuff right now. So I just wanted a pre-made mixture. So I would recommend it if you can afford it. You can get pretty much all this stuff for way cheaper and make a heck of a lot more than what one of these bags is. Good if you don't have the space or don't want to take the time to do it. I bought these from a local plant shop here in my area, but you might be able to maybe look on Amazon. If you're not finding this brand, I'm sure you can find something similar. I would just look at the ingredients for what they put in there and decide whether or not that's something you like. This is a Believe Beauty exfoliating in shower face mask. Believe Beauty, if you don't know, is Dollar General's beauty brand, or it's owned by Dollar General. It is good. It's a gentle facial mask, sorry. It's kind of a scrub and a mask. It's got some scrubby bits in it, so I kind of used it for both. Let it sit for, a couple minutes. Typically when I really start to feel it, I would wash it off. I would repurchase this. It wasn't anything like fancy. Seemed to work good for a face mask. It was not thick. It was a little bit on the thinner side. It didn't really feel like a mask is probably my only complaint. This is another toothpaste. We have the Field & Future Anti-Plaque and Whitening toothpaste. Honestly, I liked this stuff more than this. If you like a fluoride-free toothpaste, this is pretty good. I would like to get into the Boca because Boca is nanohydroxy toothpaste, which is a good alternative to fluoride. This is the better non-fluoride toothpaste that HEB offers. It is good, like I said, if you want a non-fluoride toothpaste. I do feel like it worked good. I do actually feel like, I don't know that this one did much again for whitening. I do feel like it helped with plaque. I have a buildup of plaque from, again, just not taking care of my teeth in the past. When I was using this, I solved that problem easier, better, a little bit more where some pieces would actually flake off after a while between using this, using the mouthwash, which I don't have an empty of, and also flossing. I water floss. I can't stand the feel of string floss, so I can only water floss. So I do it very religiously and I'm very thorough about doing it. But between those three things, I feel like that actually made a difference. But doing all three of those things with this, I got off less. So I would highly recommend this. When I finish all the tubes of the crest that I have, I will probably actually go back to buying this because I liked this more. The tubes are also bigger. This is 4.8 ounces, whereas this is 2.1 ounces. This is a small little tube. I don't think this is worth the money when you have this toothpaste and other toothpastes that are cheaper and come in bigger tubes. This is just a little lip smackers. I have a bunch of these from advent calendars that I had gotten years ago. I got quite a few lip smacker ones, so I have a bunch of stuff like this. This was good. I used it as lip balm. I put on a generous amount of this to just help give my lips some moisture before I do my makeup for the day, and it worked good as that. And the last thing we have is Bliss from Target. This is the Drench and Quench for hyaluronic acids and amino acids all-day moisture serum. This was good. It felt nice. I have several of these. I have no complaints. There is nothing really memorable about it. I would recommend buying a multi-pack of like this one and the other different ones that they have. I would purchase a full size of this. It was nice. That's it. Empties are empty. It needs a good wash. I will do another one of these when it's filled up again. If you have any questions about the products that I showed in this video or anything else that I talked about, feel free to pop them in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know things that you have finished in the last couple of months, what you liked, what you didn't like, would you repurchase it, would you recommend that I tried it, anything like that. Start a conversation below. Feel free to check out my channel for anything else. I have a bunch of different kinds of content on there, so feel free to check it out and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe to my channel for more, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.